Hello everyone, and this is CelerityzZ here, back with another awesome Fortnite Battle Royale gameplay today. And as you guys can see, this is the 11th episode of Munjaros doubles on Fortnite Battle Royale, so that's CelerityzZ and CelerityzZ right here. And Whiplash and Bunny duos today, so I hope you guys enjoy. And we started at Tilted Towers, guys, and I started off my recording health here just after the landing, so nothing really happened. So yeah, Matt decided that we would go Tilted Towers this game, and Matt's always saying to me about this place, you know, it's not my favourite place to land for obvious reasons, but you need to like stop having a, you know, sort of an attitude about it, you know, in terms of like putting a negative vibe on it. And I know what he's saying, but you know, it's just not my favourite place to land, and I'm entitled to have one place I don't like as much on the map. And I think the main reason for that is, yeah, the competitiveness of it, but also the fact that to really prosper on this, you really need to get up high when you have a few fights, and materials are not easy to get here. So there's quite a few reasons I'm not a lover of Tilted, but today we made it work and we survived Tilted, and I had a really nice game in duos together, and I'm really happy and delighted to present episode 11 of Munjaros doubles, because it's been long overdue. Been a while since we had episode 10, but Matt and I have not played duos as much as we used to, so but you know, regardless, I love playing Munjaros doubles on any game, so it's nice to have it here in Fortnite. So right here, guys, right off the bat, some really nice shots onto those guys on the roof, but this is what I was saying about in terms of, you know, not much materials, and it's hard from range to kill these people because they can just camp up there. And you know, making a lot of noise now. It's like, you know, we have to look out for other players, and this is the nature of Tilted and why I'm not a great lover. So whenever you attack someone in Tilted Towers, you have to make it work and choose the right battles. But I do agree with Matt in the sense, you know, I can't have a negative attitude on a place, because I should try to override that and do as best as I can. So that's what I tried to do in this gameplay, and I think I succeeded in that, and did what I could. So the main thing here is, because Matt's more of an expert at this place than me, is I try to stay close to him, because if anything, like, he's going to be the one that we stand a good chance of survival. Right here he said there's some shield pots here, so I grab one and I'll hold the other one, because I managed to get myself to 75 shield, which is quite nice. And this was the first couple of days where the Jetpack was just put in, so as you can see, our first enemy that Serenity Bunny is going to kill is going to be a Jetpacker, and obviously he didn't know how to use it. That was a pretty default pump kill right there, but I'll take it. And I think I said to Matt at this point, go ahead buddy if you want to try it out, because honestly I don't want to use the Jetpack. Bunny wants to keep his feet firmly on the ground, although what I was just saying earlier, maybe I should use it to get up to that tall red building, but I think we'll forget about that. So at this point here, Matt decides to build and just scout around, which is a common strategy for Tilted, as you can see, just overlooking from my structure there built earlier. Get myself the other blue pump to run 2 blues, and you know, in pretty good stead at the moment, pretty happy with that. And just a little transition here onto the next recording. So Matt found some enemy players at the courtyard, and they really tanked me up hard. I wasn't expecting that, because Matt was the one that was in the frame, so did catch me by surprise. And at this point here, Matt just displays some godliness and kills them both anyway, whilst I'm healing. So he did really well with that. It was all him. You know, very satisfying play for him to be able to take out those guys. So you know, great job to him, because he's an exceptional player on Fortnite for a reason. You know, he's my sensei, so he can always do things like that. And you know, really good play to him, because honestly he was you know, completely out on his own there. So great job to him. And nice for me to find some bandages here, and you know, I would say still in pretty good stead after having, you know, 100 shield as well. So you know, that's pretty favourable, and you know, we did well. Well, Matt did well there, to be honest, but you know, I'm pretty satisfied with how we came out of this Tilted Towers. And we did have a good game actually, Matt, didn't we, with Harry? I remember we had a really solid game out of Tilted, and I think that was personally one of the best performances I've actually had out of this place. So, you know, I'm getting better at the place, but yet to really knuckle down and really, I mean, this was a really lovely win, don't get me wrong, but I've yet to knuckle down a really solid performance from Tilted Towers, where I've gone on to get, you know, near double-digit kills. That's yet to happen. It may happen in the future. I've got to try a bit more, but I've yet to actually accomplish that, although today's gameplay is definitely a step in the right direction of achieving that. But yeah, definitely probably will need to get more versatility. I just make excuses for not landing there, but you know, Matt's very good at the place, and as you can see, demonstrated there by killing the team completely on his own. Right here, looking for where crate is landing, I'm assuming, from looking from the preview screen. And I think at this point in the night of the gameplay as well, Harry was going to join us for squads after this one, so Matt was getting a bit of lag and frame rate issues on this night, and was trying to get Harry into our Skype call, because we use Skype on Fortnite. Right here, I used the llama because, you know, it's a llama, and we get a nice launch pad, a lot of materials. Med kits, that's all going to be useful. I just halve all my stuff and give it to Matt. So we'll definitely be having all of that, and I just say to Matt, whichever you can hold, dude, I'll take. I can take the shield pot or the med kit, whatever you prefer. And I think as well, Matt was facing a dilemma of you know, setting up this Skype call, so it was a bit of an ordeal, because you know, we've got to focus on this Royale, but we need to get the legend Harry in here. So yeah, it was a bit of yeah, some difficulties right here in the game. So so eventually, after all that, we get the relevant things, and I think as well, I wanted to give Matt the launch pad, just because I tend to do that. I do the same thing when I play with Sun as well. I just I prefer the other partner to have it, because I've never seen certain, like, you know, if it's my choice, I'll deploy it whenever I want, but the thing is, I prefer my partner to have it, because they're more conscious of having it, and you know, they'll know when they want to deploy it, and I just feel happier with the knowledge, knowing that they're going to do that. And at this point here, gets shots from behind us, and in front, Matt finishes off that guy that we were looking at. Some really good play from him. At this point, I decided to build just to sort of delay the inevitable, come out quickly there and finish that guy off. So it was just great play from Matt and myself there. You know, really clinical knock from Matt, and then that made it easier for us to get that second guy. So really upgraded weapons there. You can see I've got a Scar now. Now have a grenade launcher as well. So a lot of toys to contend with. And at this point, I give Matt my launch pad for the reasons I stated just a moment ago. Just because I feel it would be better in my teammate's hand, and like I say, you know, Matt, don't want to big him up here. He's going to say I'm bigging him up too much, but he is my master on this game. He was the one who taught me to play, got me into the game, so you know, he's very, very accomplished player on Fortnite, and I'm happy in the knowledge knowing that he has, you know, the equipment right there, and to compensate, gives me some rockets for my grenade launcher. So love you, man. That's what the Munjaros do. We supply and there for each other. That's what we do. But so some great plays. So at this point here, guys, just still pushing up. Really nice big wins out of Tilted. You know, really good plays from Matt. Solid performance to kill a complete team on his own within Tilted Towers. It's a good play. At this point here, just looking to check the shacks and surrounding area, really, just for anything that we can find. It's a very hilly zone, this one. You know, it's near Dusty. As you can see, there's already been ramps here, so there's definitely been teams around. There's a lot of space here, so there's a lot of ground to cover. We just have to be careful that we don't get caught between teams, because, like I say, it's you know, it's quite a big, wide open area. So it's definitely worth being careful, you know, when you go around and explore this place. And right now as well, we're at the sort of perimeter of the zone, and also, you know, the zone is starting to come in a bit, so you know, we'll need to be looking for people on the exterior, and that's probably what we're going to find right now. So this moment here, guys, just gathering materials. It's really essential. Any Fortnite game, very essential to grab the materials, so that's obviously what I was doing there. And at this point, just feeling very accomplished, because having a Scar, blue pump and a blue grenade launcher is fantastic. We have a med kit and a good supply of shields as well on both of us. So at this point here, I think Matt spots a solo player by the lake. As you can see, just destroyed the stone. And I'm moving behind the tree to get closer to him, but he starts building immediately. So, you know, pink bunny running at you, I think you're going to notice. So I think he saw me, and not Matt, actually. I think it was me that kind of blew it. So that's what I get for wearing all these extravagant skins. But I love it, man, you know. So at this point here, at the time of the gameplay, I really should have been whipping out my grenade launcher here, and that's what Matt thought at the time of this gameplay. The only reason I didn't do it so early, I used to whip out the grenade launcher a lot more. It's because I'm a bit more confident in my AR shot, and because it was a single player, I didn't feel it was necessary. But the thing is, in Fortnite, it might not be. but you need to finish the battles quickly, and to destroy build structures quickly, the best way to do that is a rocket or a grenade launcher. So to get the battle over with quickly is important in Fortnite, because obviously it gives you more time to react if anyone else comes, and that's a frequent trend in Fortnite. People hear noise, they go to it. So I do agree with Matt. I think things to take on from there is try and finish the battle as quickly as possible. So if that means spamming the grenade launcher, and do it. And I mean, I had no problem doing it. I've not been doing it as much lately, if I'm honest. I still get some really clinical knocks with a grenade launcher, but I've been trying to tear away from the way I play with the grenade launcher a little bit to improve my other skills. I know it sounds like grenade launcher is hard to use or whatever. It's not that at all. It's just it's a go-to weapon I always use, but I should maintain my skills with it regardless, because I am pretty good at the grenade launcher. My grenades always tend to go where I put them or where I want them to go on a player. But just also to sort of bear in mind that I have the build skills to back it up if it doesn't go to plan or whatever. But yeah, I do agree with Matt. Very important to get the battle over with quickly, and like I say, in that scenario, the grenade launcher was essential, and it's going to be essential right here, I think. So Matt and I can see this massive base, and we have to get in, and as you can see, the snipes are starting to come in, the pressure's coming in here on Bun Entities, and he's going to have to get busy with this grenade launcher pretty quick. And Matt, at this point, nice plays from him. We have no choice, we have to get in. And Matt was saying at this point, dude, if we get these guys, it's probably the Royale right here. So I was like, okay, dude, I'm going to focus so much on destroying this base, and managed to get it down. Some really nice plays there, and also, good building plays, not to panic. And they're getting fired with a sniper and an AR, and really good plays. At this point here, Matt's out on his own there in the mix of the battle. So really, I need to push up now. So at this point here, you can see I'm starting to want to make my way down. Could be more careful here by rotating stairs downwards, but regardless, I got down without losing HP. And again, double ramping to get up to Matt quickly, which is a nice play. And just fortifying the bottom ones. So immediately here for him, and he's calling out all the guys that are around the area, and I just help him to finish off, and then we get the better of that team there. So great plays, it's really good plays. We ended the battle before the storm started to come in. We're on the very thin parts, so it's going to come in slow anyway, but really good plays to us, because it's that area is hard to fight in. So I think we did really well, and at this point Matt just healing up, so it's really good play. And as you can see, there's some more loot there that might be worth investigating. But some really good plays there. It's really handy that we were able to get those guys, because we've still got good equipment, and I didn't get hit in that fight as well, which is another bonus. Matt was the sort of taking the charge of the situation there, and we also get ourselves another launch pad. So really can't ask for more, to be honest, from this game right now. And Matt and I should definitely do well. So at this moment here, just pushing towards the zone. It's near the sort of salty springs area, although salty won't be included. But yeah, it's that's where the zone will be taking us. So at this moment here, I think Matt was just saying to clear around our perimeter, and I was just following him, and seeming that was a good idea. And just looking for where players are at this point, and where they are. And immediately when Matt goes behind this tree, we find another team. So it's like, okay, we've got to get busy quick. And at this point here, whenever a golden rule in Fortnite, player builds, you should build as well. So I started to do a bit of it there, and it worked out, because they were both on the ground floor. But yeah, really nice play. Got a few shots on him with some tag damage before he was able to get in the square, and Matt and I both finished it pretty quickly there. So another nice play. Didn't take too much damage from that fight either. Have a load of ammo, good amount of material, so it's all going well. At this point here, just making sure that we're careful. So 6 players, so we're against potentially 2 teams. So obviously, that's not many players left now, and we really have to focus. And immediately we have to focus again, because one of the teams is right here coming in from the storm. And right here, immediately as I saw them, I should have started to build then. That's when I should have built, because these guys have rockets. I do take a bit of damage from that one, but at this point here, just using the grenade launch here to really apply the pressure quickly, and it really does help us to finish them off. Some really nice play. And at this point here, Matt was like, put your launch pad down, buddy, because we got to go because of the storm. But I was mid using a mini shield, so Matt just activate his, so it was a really good play from him. And now we're against one team, 2-on-2, a classic doubles matchup against another team. The only problem is they've got control of the hill, so so this is going to be a test of the Munjaros' ability right here. Let's see what they can do. So obviously fighting an uphill struggle is going to be hard because they've got you know, some good weaponry out there, some rockets and stuff, and yeah, at this point obviously Matt glided a bit further ahead of me, closer towards them, so I really had to try and cover Matt here as best as I can. The reason I was sort of staying back here is because they aren't going to be in the final zone. That's one thing that I did, you know, think to myself at this moment in time. But where Matt had landed his glide and, you know, decided to build up, he was in a bit of a vulnerable state because they were right upon him. So I'm not giving up on my Munjaro bro Celerityz. I'm going to help him with all I can. Some really nice long range shots there with the scars. Really happy at them in game because that sort of you know, made them back off for a little bit and give me perhaps the time I need to get closer to Matt and really try and help him because he's going to really need help there. It's a tough fight going on the uphill struggle like that. And one thing that I think the other team didn't do so well here is how eager they were to meet us in combat, like coming off their height advantage. But the thing is, they had to come down from the hill anyway because of where the zone is going. So we had that going for us, and at this point I get close enough to bombard them with my grenade launch, and at this moment I just call out to Matt, dude, I am so effing good with the grenade launcher. I am so good with this thing, and I think that shows you why. Some critical shot there as I finished one of the teammates, and the other guy falls to his death, and there you go. That's victory royale right there. But some really nice play from the Munjaros, really good battles from Matt. He did some solid performances in this game, some by himself, and then I think I just topped it off at the end just to help out with that grenade launcher finish. That was a really nice bit of play and a really comfortable win for the Munjaros. I was really happy with this one, and with a tilted start, look at that. So don't normally win from tilted, so that's one of the games that we did. So really happy with that performance, really good game. Really enjoyed this one. It's a fitting Munjaros, it's episode 11. Really happy to produce this. I really hope everyone enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed, Matt. This was CelerityzZ, guys. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.